What a good y'all boy at the end. Back in one of the video. Before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe also for my social media because that's what we're doing. By the title, follow your imagination. You can stay into the video. Um, got food here, you know. Um, gonna talk while we eat. Um, Before we get into that, I want to thank you guys for subscribing. We finally made it to 200 subscribers, which is dope. Definitely appreciate it, like I said. Um, and yeah, what I mean by follow your imagination, well, um, everybody has an imagination, you know. Um, Especially when you're younger, like by elementary school. And I had a crazy one. I had one where um, it wasn't crazy. It was normal. It was one where I wanted to be a police officer. Police officer, and it's pretty cool. We had security guard. There was police coming in and out. We had I remember we had a school lockdown. That was the best, with the knock on that door, boom, 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 boom. We had a hide in the back, and then from there, um, once I hit middle school, uh, junior high, wanted to be on TV, actor. And that was because, I see my line, who would be the actor and the police officer at the same time. Oh, he can do, I can do too. We fast forward, we hit high school. And by that time, let's start music. Let's try music. And then from there, I was like, okay, go try music. Then a couple years into high school, and you know what? We try YouTube. And here we are with YouTube. Um, if you're old enough to understand that, the imagination is important, then you stick with it. My imagination when I started YouTube, before I started, was uh, the subscriber plaque. Having to hit one. And I never forget, there was somebody who was, opening the subscriber plaque. I think it was Captain Meaning. Okay, yeah, I want one. Yep. To have one, you have to have hard work, and dedication. So, here we are. And another thing about imagination is that, when you tell certain people, they turn it down. Turn it down real bad. I'm talking about you be 100, you should be on 100%, rocking with it. Somebody turn it down for you, you go from 100 to 0 real quick. That's what happened to me. I tell people what I want to do with YouTube, whatever case. They would tell me other things. That really would affect me. like real bad. Just, just take the words, really serious, until I have to really understand and realize that, hey, that's their opinion. That's on them. It has nothing to do with me, so YouTube it is. Just think what you got, like, you gotta protect and, rock with, stay with the imagination. Because if you don't, game over for you and that imagination. There's one thing that, Denzel Washington said, um, that your imagination would be with you when you're in your deathbed, and it will float around the room, and then it would it would start crying because you just never achieved it, and that's just what it is. That's just the truth. So I'm telling y'all, stick with your imagination. Don't give a fuck what people say, especially when it's negative. When it's positive, rock with it. But even with that, do you do what you gotta do? Don't give a fuck, and do you keep your imagination. And like I said at the end of every video, follow me while you're hot, and peace out, gang gang.